Alright, so I am skipping the dam, scratching that idea. I drove by up there with me and Sharon, and it was completely packed with people, and I don't like people when I'm fishing. So I came back down to the Route 70 bridge area. We stocked this pretty heavily with rainbows and browns. Yeah, I took Sharon home. She has some stuff to do. Got some food. Came back out this evening. I'm gonna try to get me some brown trout. That's my main goal, brown trout. Hopefully. Because these are some super healthy browns. And actually, I've never caught stocked browns. I've caught wild browns, plenty of them. And compared to the wild browns that I catch, these stock browns look so much healthier. It's insane. They're longer, they're thicker, they're prettier. They're so much more enticing, I guess, than the wild fish, which is weird. The wild fish out of Pretty Boy in the upper Gunpowder River, they just they don't look anywhere near as healthy. It's very weird. But yeah, I'm gonna try to get down there and get some of these nice browns, hook a rainbow or two, probably more rainbows, because we put way more rainbows in. But anyway, yeah, enough talking, let's get to fishing. Well guys, we're about as far away from a John Ames video as we can get. Meaning that it's not the most serene place in the world, under a major highway, trash everywhere. But yeah, we're gonna see what we can do, because I know there's definitely fish here, because I put them in here. Hopefully we can get some beautiful brown trout to make up for the disgusting scenery here. By the way, if you don't know who John Ames is, it's another YouTuber. Check his channel out. I will leave the link in the description below. He's a great supporter of my channel, comments on every video. So hello there, John Ames, shout out to you and your channel. So this Swift Run right here is where we put most of the browns. So if I can find one calm pocket of water right on the edge of this Swift Run down here, I'm guaranteeing that's where most of the fish are going to be holding. All right, I dumped my buckets right here, directly under the bridge. About 200 brown trout were stocked right here, and probably the same amount or more rainbows were stocked right here. But to be honest with you people, I've never fished a section of stream that's running this quick, so I'm not sure at all if the fish are holding here. I really don't know. My best bet is that they're probably down right below those riffles. I don't know if you guys can see them right there, but I'm not going to be able to fish this with any confidence. I'm going to try it a little while and see, but if not, I'm going to have to figure out where these fish are. Man, I have absolutely no confidence fishing an area like this with a swift water, but sometimes stepping out of your comfort zone is the best thing you can do. So maybe I'll learn something today. How to fish a swift area, and oh, immediately. Okay, I was right. I learned something new. First cast, no, he got off. Ah, come on. Okay, well, there's my confidence. Ah, dang it, that was a nice fish. I don't know whether it was a brown or a rainbow. I couldn't tell, but why did he come off? Dang it. Okay, I gotta get situated and get a net ready. Man, I'm surprised. That's a heck of a way to gain confidence in something you never tried. Big old train running by right behind me. Highway screaming, trash everywhere. But first cast, I hooked into a beautiful trout. So weird. Very strange, but yeah, let me get back to it. Try to get some more bait on, get back down there. I don't even know what hole to target. Sorry for the audio, guys, this train is loud. I don't even know which area to target, because this is not the kind of water I'm normally used to fishing in a stream. So I'm guessing, I mean, it hit right out in the middle of the fast water. There's no structure, there's no pool, there's no current break. It just was kind of random. So I'm just gonna randomly cast again and hope for the best. All right, same cast I took last time. Gotta go down the same drift. Sorry for the audio again. There's this dang train behind me. hopefully I hook into another fish here. All right, fish on, second cast, fish on. I think I horsed that first one a little too much. This one I'm gonna play nice and easy. Oh, it's a beautiful brown, beautiful brown. Oh, yes, baby, yes, baby. That's what I was waiting for. Oh, yeah. Come on, let's get the net job. Get the net job. Swing them in, yes. Ah! Man, I love catching browns. I get so excited, even if they are stocked. Beautiful brown trout. Absolutely beautiful. Oh, I gotta be super careful when I'm unhooking him because obviously we kept our limit this morning, so I'm not allowed to keep anything else. And I don't want to kill a fish. So let me get him off here and then we'll get a release on him. All right, let him recover in the net for a minute. I had him out of the water for a good 2 minutes or so. All right, see if we can get this bad boy out. All right, see ya. Oh, sorry I didn't get the release on camera fully, guys. I was more focused on making sure the fish survived. All right, secret bait here for you guys who don't know. It's none other than the minnow, bullhead minnow, otherwise known as the mumachog. These are my favorite baits, period, hands down, for brown trout. Brown trout absolutely love little minnows, even little shiners, any kind of little minnow imitation. Even they annihilate them. Like I said, 2 casts in a row, you guys just saw what happens. So hopefully we'll get another one here on the 3rd cast. The rainbows tend to stay away from them, although I have caught rainbows on mamachogs before. There's another fish. Oh, did he take the mamachog? Ah, he took it. Dang it. He hammered it too. Whew. I got a feeling today's gonna be a fun day. Anyway, mamachogs are my favorite bait to use. If you guys can somehow get access to any type of small live minnows and you're going for brown trout, it's like candy to them. It's immediate action constantly, almost, if they're there. You just have to watch and make sure that you're not using it in waters that you're not allowed to use live bait or live minnows, like Deer Creek. You're not allowed to do that. And as I recently found out, the whole section below Pretty Boy Dam, you're not allowed to do that. After I made my video last year doing it, I had a lot of people complaining, rightfully so. But now I know, so always check your regulations and guidelines before you go out there, guys. Let me get another one of these bad boys on here and see if we can land a bigger one. I don't have many left. After I run out of these, I do have corn, I have wax worms, I have salmon eggs, I have pink worms, I have all kinds of different stuff to try. I even got a bunch of spinners and stuff. But like I said, once I lose these, the action's probably gonna slow way down, I'm guessing. Or the action will go from browns to rainbows, because there's nothing quite like a live mumachog. Fish on, fish on. Oh, no, he came off. Ah, how do they keep coming off? I think my hook is too small. Either that, that's what happened. The hook turned around in the mumachog's mouth. Dang it. Okay, I've had great solid action in this spot where you just saw me, guys. I was standing right there. All right, I've had great solid action in this spot where you just saw me. I was standing right there. I came right down here, this way I can get a better perspective, and I'm glad I did, because I see where all the rocks and stuff are now. I see where the hole is, I see where it's pulled up a little bit. I can actually hit this little water dump in right here, or drainage. I fished way upstream. I recorded a bunch, but no bites at all, so I'll just cut all that out and jump right to this. Like I said, I fished way upstream. I fished all that really good looking water way downstream. Not a single bite anywhere. The only place I've had bites and good solid action is right here. So first rule of fishing, go where the fish are. I'm gonna focus all my efforts on right here because I know 100% the fish are here. Well, these stock trout love pink, so maybe stock brown trout love pink too. Stock rainbows absolutely destroy it. So what I do is I just Texas rig these little pink power bait worms, my favorite ones to use. Slide the tip of it just over the knot there. Turn your hook around and then poke it on through, just barely exposing the tip. Texas rig, that way it doesn't get caught up on anything, and it has a nice snake-like action in the water. Rainbows absolutely annihilate this, as you saw in the previous video from earlier today. So if there's any rainbows here, this will catch them, and maybe it'll catch the browns, who knows. Mama chogs, like I said, are like trout candy when it comes to browns, but the bigger ones, they don't seem to like as much. Wild browns, on the other hand, don't care. They'll take any size. I know that firsthand. So maybe I just fished this spot out a little too much, or they just didn't like the big ones. So we're about to find out. I might go up where I first started and fish it that way, so I can present this the same way I was those minnows. That way I know 100% if it was the minnows being too big or just lack of fish in this specific spot. All right, fish on, fish on, fish on. What the heck? What did I tell you? Rainbow. What did I tell you? Rainbows absolutely love the pink worm. I didn't even know I had a fish on. I was reeling it in to recast, and all my line was slack, and I was like, what the heck? And bam, fish on. Beautiful rainbow. Not good. I think he might have swallowed it. We're gonna have to do some serious surgery here to save this guy. Okay, so it wasn't lack of fish. Obviously the fish are still here. Rainbows didn't like the mama chogs, and maybe, just maybe, those bigger mama chogs were a little bit too big for the browns. But either way, we got fish number 2 here. Beautiful rainbow trout. Okay, well, I got that fish off. He fell off when the camera was off still. Sorry about that. I can't get a good release today. But he made it, so he's good to go. Let's see what we can do as far as another trout goes. I would love to catch some more browns. I love catching browns a lot more than I love catching rainbows, but rainbows are still super fun too. It just seems so much easier to catch. Hook's still in perfect shape. So is the bait, so is the line, so we are too. Come on, brown trout. Let's see if you want to hit a pink worm. Be like your rainbow cousins. Come on, hit the pink worm. I know you want it. I know you want it. Oh, geez, that was a big bite. All right. Hello. Man, check this out. They left me with barely any worm. So that goes to show picking apart a body of water pays off. Trying different things, different angles even. Really trial and erroring the whole area. Picking apart the puzzle, figuring out what's best, what's not. So that's how you're going to be most productive in an area. We know now that the trout are definitely still in here, and the browns most likely are too. They just didn't want those bigger mama chogs. So we got to find something they want. I know rainbows obviously will take the pink worm. I'm gonna go with a salmon egg, see if the browns will take that. I know the rainbows still will too, but maybe we can get a brown. I also thankfully learned something new today. I learned how to fish a different kind of water that I'm not used to fishing with confidence. Like I said, this big run right here, this real swift run, slower runs I'll fish, but normally a big swift run like this, I would look right past it. I would never think twice to fish here, or once for that matter. But now I know better. Let's see if these salmon eggs get bit. I'm hoping they will. I know a rainbow will bite them. I'm hoping they get bit by a brown. That's what I'm trying to say here. I just got bit already. They probably took them right off. I guess these are a little too easy to get off the hook. I know what I can try. Nothing like a live wax worm. I know browns will hit a live wax worm. Rainbows will too, but at least I know for 100% that I'll have a chance of catching both with this. These also stay on the hook a little bit better than the salmon eggs, because I think both of them will hit the salmon eggs too, but they just kept picking them off the hook. So these wax worms will stay on the hook better, and I know both fish will bite. There we go, fish on. On the wax worm, fish on, fish on. What do we got? Looks like a rainbow. Oh, brown. Yes, I knew it. Haha. Yes, I knew the brown would take it. Wax worms, baby. See, I had to, I'll explain after I land this fish. Come on. Yes. Ooh, beautiful. That was super hard to present the bait the right way, but it paid off. Absolutely beautiful brown trout. Man, the colors on him are absolutely beautiful. Hooks right on the tip of the mouth too. Perfect. All right. I'll explain what I did there in a second. Let me get this fish back in the water. Absolutely gorgeous fish. Oh geez, sharp teeth, that hurt. Easy there, tiger. I'm not squeezing him hard, I'm just holding him firm enough to where he's not gonna flop out of my hands as best I can. My hands are wet too, for all you finicky trout people out there. But look at the colors on this. Sheesh, it's beautiful. Man, I love brown. I love browns. I absolutely love browns. There's a pretty nice one too, about 12 inches. All right. See you, little guy. Just gonna chill right there at the rock, huh? Rainbows are fun. They're just kind of very, very, very common and very easy to catch, especially around here. They don't have any like wildness to them. Brooks, obviously they're amazing to catch because they're the only native species to the East Coast, you know, from hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of years ago that are still around. And there's just something primitive about them. It's a very, very at one with nature type of feeling when you catch them, but there's just something about brown trout that really draw me to them. The challenge, the way they look, the way they fight, how aggressive they can get when they really turn on. I don't know what it is. There's something about browns. It just, I love brown trout. Absolutely love them. That was definitely fun. The, something, like I said, something about the, just like at one with nature type feeling you get when catching browns for me is just like a, I don't know, like it's just very, very intimate almost. But speaking of that, we're going to be doing a trip very soon here, going out to Western Maryland to a beautiful, beautiful wild brook trout stream. I'm going to be taking Owen from Osney Fishing Adventures out there. We're going to be doing a day trip together. That's going to be really fun. Look forward to that. Talk about getting intimate and at one with nature. This is an ancient stream, ancient mountain range, just completely almost untouched areas of woods. I mean, where we're going is pretty pressured actually, but by very respectful fishermen who appreciate the fish being there. So it's not a bad kind of pressure. It's very, very serene and intimate, like I said. But yeah, to explain what I was doing there, as you guys just saw me pick apart everything as far as figuring out how to catch these fish. Determination is key, obviously. Once you find the fish, never leave the fish. That's lesson number 1 there. 2 is you got to go with what works. The moment chogs worked obviously at first for the browns, and then those small ones I ran out of, and then the browns just stopped. They didn't want the big ones, so I had to keep changing up lures to find what they wanted. I figured out those wax worms. I figured, you know, definitely every kind of trout, I don't care what kind of trout it is, eats wax worms. So I threw those on, figuring I had a 50-50 shot at catching a rainbow or a brown, and I was lucky enough to get the brown, thankfully. So what I was doing was, because the you know, the pink worm and the eggs, they were heavy enough to go down to the bottom. Those wax worms were super light and staying near the top when I was trying to make the normal presentation casting out here. So what I had to do was I had to cast way upstream. That way, by the time it sunk all the way down here to the strike zone, it would be down far enough. What I was doing was casting here, and it was just drifting right over top of them. I had to cast way upstream, let it sink down. That way, by the time it gets down to the strike zone, it's in their face, and bam, every cast. So we're gonna keep seeing what we can catch here. I've got really what I came here for. I wanted 2 nice browns, and that's what I got. I say 2 because my limit here, you know, for the day technically is 2, even though I can't keep any more because we kept them this morning. But every time the place has a limit, I always set my goal to catch at least the limit in a new area. So that's what I did. Now I'm just gonna keep fishing, see how many more I can catch. We'll keep going with the wax worms till I run out, because I don't got many left, and then we'll switch back to the pink worm, just destroy some rainbows probably. It's very confusing to me. It's very backwards and weird. You'd think the wild fish would be super healthy and pretty and whatever, but that's not the case. The ones where I fish up at Pretty Boy are super skinny, like malnourished trout. It's because there's so many trout in there, you're not allowed to keep any, and they just overpopulate, and then they compete for food, which is why I think they should open up at least like a one a day limit. Oh, another trout on, another trout on. Beautiful, baby. Anyway, I think they should open at least 1 a day limit at Pretty Boy. Another brown, beautiful. That way it cuts the population down a little bit, so those fish not only can get healthier, but so they can grow, so fishermen can catch bigger fish. Because the trout there, if you catch one over 10 inches, I mean, you're pretty lucky. Swing 'em, man. Those wild trout, you know, I've seen them in there up at close to the dam, up to, you know, huge 15-20 inchers, but they're super rare and next to impossible to catch. But anyway, enough jibber jabber, and I'm talking my head off today. Sorry about that for you people who don't like talkers, but look at this beautiful trout. Man, this is an absolutely gorgeous fish. Look at this thing. Easy there, little guy. Beautiful stock brown. Weird, the stock browns don't have the nubbed off pectoral fins like the stock rainbows do. At least I haven't caught one with it yet. All right, see you, little guy. Well, guys, I'm gonna wrap it up. I got some stuff I gotta attend to at home. So, I had an amazing day out here so far. I guess this is where we say until next time, get out there, enjoy the outdoors. Peace.